Good evening, everyone. I'm Chairman Phelan of the Animas County GOP, and I have had the honor of serving in this role for over a year. Tonight, I want to address the recent remarks made by the Colorado Vice-Chair, who has spoken a call for unity within our party, a call that, while frequently spoken, is often not reflected in the actions of the state GOP executive leadership. First and foremost, I want to express my appreciation for the Vice Chair's efforts in addressing issues within the Durango school system. Our schools must be safe havens of learning, free from political agendas and ideological battles. This is not just a Republican issue. It is a cause that, like all like-minded individuals, regardless of political affiliation, should support. Our children deserve an environment where they can focus on education and personal development, equipping them to be productive citizens in an evolving global economy. As Republicans, we must also recognize the importance of how we communicate our values and principles. I have consistently advocated for a more professional, respectful, and strategic approach in our rhetoric. Passion and conviction are essential in politics, but the way we present ourselves, both internally and to the broader public, deeply influences our ability to expand our reach, attract new supporters, and build trust with those who may feel alienated. Unfortunately, there is a growing perception that the Colorado GOP is often reactionary, combative, or disorganized. This perception does not reflect the diverse and principled individuals who make up the party, yet it threatens our ability to grow, win elections, and restore credibility. If we are serious about building a stronger Republican Party, we must move beyond inflammatory rhetoric and personal attacks. Instead, we should foster respect, insightful and constructive dialogue, whether in meetings, online, or in public forums. This does not mean avoiding difficult discussions. It means engaging in them with discipline, deliberation, and decorum. Emotional outbursts may satisfy momentary frustrations, but they do little to advance our cause. Thoughtful, well-articulated arguments grounded in facts will always be more persuasive than reactionary exchanges fueled by frustration. With the county reorganization meetings approaching and the state GOP biennial conference on the horizon, we have an opportunity to elect leadership that will guide the party through one of the most critical election cycles since 2016. The momentum is on our side, but we must be united in purpose to capitalize upon it. Unfortunately, our current state GOP leadership remains fixated on internal purity tests and divisive tactics. Moves that threaten to stall our progress and weaken our positioning headed into the 2026 Colorado elections. Our state leans more conservative than liberal, but without cohesion and a clear strategic vision, we will continue to face unnecessary disadvantages. Many of us have urged state leadership to focus on the priorities that matter, building on the progress made in our counties, preparing for the upcoming elections, and strengthening our organizational infrastructure. Instead, leadership has pursued unnecessary bylaw changes that seem more focused on personal grievances than on strengthening the party. These changes were introduced during the holiday season without proper review or consultation with the State Executive Committee or Bylaws Committee. Such tactics do not reflect transparency or good governance. Leadership should listen to concerns, engage in meaningful dialogue, and be open to adjustments when significant opposition arises, not dismiss dissent as hostility. Leadership is about bringing people together, not alienating them. When nearly every elected Republican leader, from state legislators to congressional representatives, stands in opposition to these actions, reasonable leadership would recognize the need for pause and reflection. Instead, the January 30th deadline for the bylaw changes has been treated as an unyielding line in the sand, driven by motives that remain unclear. Meanwhile, surrogates of the leadership engage in attacks, belittling and name-calling, actions that contradict the very call for unity we should be striving to achieve. If we are truly unified, we must set aside these divisive efforts and refocus on what matters most: building a strong, coordinated Republican Party prepared to win elections. Madam Vice Chair, I agree with you. We must be able to walk and chew gum at the same time. We must build unity and protect our children, gaining momentum for the 2026 races, and establish a transparent, effective party infrastructure. This includes a fair and legitimate process for reviewing, recommending, and passing bylaws, rules, and regulations. Transparent financial processes to ensure trust and accountability. A coordinated training program from the precinct level up, and a voter access network to enhance our Get Out the Vote efforts. Strengthening our operations to ensure efficiency and effectiveness across all levels of leadership. As we approach the biennial convention, I urge our party to halt this divisive bylaw effort and refocus on what truly matters. Let's come together, not just to elect new leadership, but to foster real communication, collaboration, and cooperation. We must address the fundamental shortcomings in our party's operations, establish a unified platform, and regain the trust of Colorado conservatives. Only then can we win not just the next level or the next election, but secure a strong future for our party in Colorado and beyond. May God bless you. God bless the great state of Colorado and these United States of America.